Abby and Kat were born in 1997 and became best friends when they were 6. Grew up together and started a band and bonded over music ever since. 20 years later, they are all grown up and spend their free time analyzing lyrics. Now here they are talking all about their Lord and Savior, Dr. Taylor Allison Swift. Taylor, if you're listening, we love you.
Welcome to Swiftlore Podcast, where we dive in lyrics and lore of our Lord and Savior, Dr. Taylor Allison Swift.
Absolutely, that's why we're here.
I'm Kat.
I'm Abby. Guess what?
She graduated!
Yeah! Yeah!
I won't even play the silly little song.
Wow, thank you. I know that takes a lot of...
It takes a lot because the applause button is right next to the silly little song button.
So today was my last day at my internship.
It was.
My capstone is done. All of my hours are done and submitted. My assignments are... I'm done.
Abby did it!
I did it.
She's a therapist.
And I've been feeling really emotional about it today. And Kat was like, we don't have to record. I'm like, no, because actually I think it's important that I talk about this in my emotional state.
Hell yeah.
Because we haven't mentioned yet that May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
That's true.
And I've been through it, guys. I mean, oof. I've talked before about I've had my own mental health struggles, and to get to a place in my life where I was even able to say, I'm going to go to grad school to do the thing I've always wanted to do because I'm in the place now where I can do it, is major enough. And then getting through grad school, which was so hard.
Yeah. And
3 years of that, and now getting through, I'm just really emotional.
And you should be so proud of you because you fucking did it. You did the thing. You did it. You went to grad school and you finished grad school. Those are two separate tasks.
Yeah. And the Joe song link is made for me.
It was for you.
It is for me.
And today, I think that song by Chelsea Cutler.
Oh, does it?
I think it comes out today or tomorrow.
Oh, man.
That the clip. As soon as I heard the clip, I sent it to Abby, and it goes you'll finish grad school, and do-do-do. And I was just grad school, TV. And then I listened to the rest, and I was like, oh, damn, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's painful.
But that's your favorite kind of music. It's the music that hurts.
The same thing happened to me because I happened to stumble across it on the 2 seconds a day I'm on TikTok. And because I guess TikTok knows. I feel like
I know what you are.
The whole world knows that I'm graduating right now.
It does.
Because, with the Joe stuff, and the Orla stuff, and then meeting Sadie Sink, and what is my life right now?
It's everything you deserve.
If there's a sign to follow your dreams,
this is it.
This is it. Because if you had told me 5+ years ago that I would be right here right now, I would never in a million years have believed you. Ever.
I know. I on a much smaller scale now had a similar feeling. This week I was reading Megan Collins' latest book. Holy fuck.
Is it good?
It's incredible. It's my favorite book by her.
Wow.
It might be one of my favorite thrillers of all time. The plot twist was fucking crazy.
Oh, I need to read it immediately.
Oh, you need to read it immediately.
Okay.
We'll recap. Anyway,
Okay.
So I was sitting reading Megan Collins' book on my little Kindle, and I was heating up these protein cinnamon muffin things in my air fryer, and I had gardened a little bit, and I was drinking tea, and I had rain sounds playing on my TV, and Spear was asleep next to me, and I was just this is my fucking life, and this is just a Tuesday, this is amazing.
Yeah. And
it was the same kind of thing of just 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. If someone had told me this was gonna be my life, I would have been what do you mean? But yeah. It's fucking awesome.
It's you do have the ability to build the life that you want.
Yeah.
No matter how you might feel currently, I know that it gets better has become a whole corny phrase,
but we were also texting about this yesterday about how annoying it is that when you do the cliche advice, it low-key works.
Yes.
Because I went to bed early I went to bed early and woke up early, and I was just damn it, I've been doing that all week, and it feels really good.
I've been taking vitamins and drinking water, and guys, I feel better. So
yeah, it gets better.
It gets better.
And the cliche advice, sometimes it works. And the other thing is that you don't have to make everything perfect at once. Mm-hmm. Which I think for a really long time I have a very all or nothing mentality with stuff of well, if I can't spend the entire day deep cleaning my apartment, then I'm just gonna do nothing. And instead I don't know, you can't see, but I have 5 loads of clean laundry scattered throughout my living room, but it's clean laundry, so therefore I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Just do a little bit at a time.
Yeah. I even thinking about just this year alone. I mean, you and I both had a horrible January.
We sure did.
We had really bad Januaries, and we had just made our vision boards.
And we were the vision board lied to me. And you know what? The vision board did not lie.
It didn't.
Because honestly, I have mine hanging above my desk that I work at for the majority of the day. And a lot of the stuff that's on there, I'm yeah.
Yeah. Traveling and seeing concerts and podcasting and seeing
Investing it up.
Joe Keery. I mean, hello. We didn't know that we were going to see Joe Keery.
Yeah, when we made the vision boards, we didn't know he was going to go on tour. We didn't know he was going to release an album.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
crazy
you're
how
welcome,
much.
other Joe fans. We manifested that.
No, we totally
you
did.
know, it was all me.
We
and
also
her.
we referenced Joe in the second episode of this podcast, second or third episode. We've been wanting
We've
this
been
for
in there.
ages. We've been in the trenches.
I re-listened to our first episode over the weekend when I was really depressed. Because
Oh,
I
yeah?
was like, is this going to make me feel better? It did. It was so cute.
You know, it's
I
funny
was like,
because
we're little babies.
we are babies, and we kind of had it figured out right from the jump.
No, literally. Like, I'm like, oh, we sounded the same we do now.
Yeah, we had very similar bits. Because
I forgot about rock, paper, no scissors.
throwback.
Throwback.
Yeah, I
And
think
now we just choose who goes first on vibes.
vibes alone. It's really cool, and I hope it's been somewhat interesting for you guys listening to hear as well, because I was, it's been a year and a half since we started. You've moved. I am having a degree. There's been like all kinds of changes in our life that you've got to be there for. And so I can only assume that people who have been listening for a long time, like you've also gone through a lot of changes in your lives, and that's really cool. And if you want to write into us about how things have changed in your life, I think you should, because I want to hear about it personally.
Yeah. It's always cool, like, seeing people reflect on their growth.
Yeah. So happy Mental Health Month. If you are currently struggling, reach out and get the help you need, because things do get better. And if you are not struggling anymore, then congratulations for getting through another difficult time. And we love you and we're here for you.
And we're out here.
And we're out here.
So, should you go first? Or should I
I
go?
guess. I mean, so this week, we didn't even say what we're doing this week.
Yeah. By the way, we're doing we were supposed to have guests. We had to reschedule.
Oh, yeah.
Which, no big deal. But that's why we didn't have hint songs last week, and we're not doing guest episode.
Yes. Guest episode will happen next week.
Yes.
That's the current plan. But this week, we decided just to do Duets with Men off Red, I guess.
Yeah, because here's what happened. I was listening to Red while I was working, and I was like, oh, we haven't covered the last time yet. I really want to do that. And so I texted Abby, and I was like, what if we did the last time in Exile? And she goes, oh, that'd be so cool, except we already covered Exile. And I go, did we do Evermore too? She goes, yep.
We sure did.
So then Abby was like, well, I can do Run.
And Kat was like, okay, but it's boring. Do you want to do Run? And I said, okay. So on that note, I'm covering Run.
And I'm covering the last time.
I feel like yours is sadder. So I think we should start with you.
We'll start with mine.
We'll go on a little
Why not?
journey.
The Last Time. So, The Last Time is track 10 on Red and Red Taylor's version. It was written... Sorry, I have a typo in my notes. Written by Taylor, Gart Lightbody.
Gart.
His name's Gary, but Gart is so much better. So that's... Now he's Gart.
He's Gart.
He
He's
can't
Gart.
go back to Gary. I'm so sorry.
No, he's Gart. Of Snow Patrol fame. Right?
Yeah, the very same. So it's written by Taylor, Gart, and a guy named Jackknife Lee.
Oh, do we have the giggles today? I fear we do.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Gart and Jackknife Lee. I mean, I know his name isn't canonically Gart, but this is my podcast.
It is now.
And the song was produced by Jackknife Lee, the co-writer, and he also produced a couple of Snow Patrol albums, including the one that has Chasing Cars on it.
Oh,
so
brilliant song.
Icon. And this song, I didn't know this, but this was actually released as a single, but only in the UK. So it was released as a single on November 4th, 2013, with the music video for the song being released on November 15th, 2013. But the music video was just a recording of them doing the duet live at the Red Tour. So it wasn't like a produced big music video, which makes sense for a UK only single. But that does also make it the 7th and final single off of Red, which is crazy that there was 7.
I mean, Red's a giant album.
But like before Taylor's version, it was only like 16 tracks. So that's
You're
like
right.
almost half of the album was singles.
You're right.
Just, more power to you, Tay.
Yeah.
Some critics really loved this song, and like honestly, the critics were pretty split. They either really loved it or they hated it. The people who liked it thought that it showed how much Taylor's songwriting had matured, and people who didn't like it didn't like how Gary
Gart.
I know, I was reading it and I was like, why does this seem wrong? Oh, because I just made up a new name for this guy. well, others thought that Gart and Taylor's voices did not mix well together, or thought that it was kind of like Gart's song and Taylor was just like taking a back seat.
Okay, I think I might giggle if you say Gart every time.
I don't know how many more times I'm going to say his name.
Okay, that's fair.
Actually, no, I'm probably going to say it a bunch. I'll switch to Gary, maybe. And the hidden message in the song is LA on your break.
Oh.
Which is, I don't really know what to make of that, but that's what it is. This song has been performed 4 times ever. The first time was on the Red Tour when they recorded it for the music video, and that was on August 27th, 2013 in Sacramento, California. The pair also performed it for the second and last time ever together live for an X Factor live show on November 3rd, 2013 in London, England. And then this was a surprise song twice on the Eras Tour. The first time was June 16th, 2023 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on piano, and the guitar song that night was Mr. Perfectly Fine. And it was also part of a mashup with Teardrops on My Guitar on July 23rd, 2024 in Hamburg, Germany. And the piano that night was We Were Happy in Happiness. So like what a
Jeez,
downer
Louise.
of a surprise song set y'all got.
Wow. Are you guys okay?
Is Taylor okay? I don't really have like, in terms of personal connections, I don't really like relate the song to a breakup or anything. I feel like I just enjoy the vibes of the song so much that I like can't associate it with a breakup, because then I won't be able to like listen to it on a regular basis.
It's a really good song.
It's a really anybody who said their voices didn't mix well together needs to get their ears checked and their music criticism license revoked.
Yeah.
I know you don't need a license, but
I don't understand.
I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna create an entire governing body just so I can take it away.
Whoa. But that is the exact kind of spite and vengeance that you would provide.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
For such a crime.
For such a crime as disagreeing with my opinion. And you know what I realized when I was doing the lyrical analysis? I realized that I can't talk. Just kidding. I realize that every episode.
And yet we have a podcast.
And yet, actually, you know what? The first episode I started the I can't talk bit.
Really?
It was episode 1. I couldn't talk, so I've never been able to talk. And you know what? If there's one thing about me, I am consistent in my flaws. So what I realized when I started the lyrical analysis is that this is Betty and James grown up. Find myself at your door. Just like all those times before. Because James is a bitch and he messes up all the time. James derogatory.
James derogatory.
But also like on a more actual analysis note, this song is just about like being at that breaking point in a relationship and knowing like I cannot let myself like keep going back to you, and like I cannot let myself keep letting you in because like it hurts too much and I know it's gonna end badly every time. Like this is the final time that I will give you a chance, and then after this, like that's it. And you know, they make sure to make that point by singing The Last Time so many times. I should have like searched how many times it's in there, but it's a lot.
Many, especially the outro.
The outro is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just in the outro alone, there's 12's Last Time.
And then each chorus has a couple.
Each chorus has 2, and then there's also the bridge, which has another 4. And there's also a post-chorus that has another 2.
So there you go.
I can't do math, but you at home, David, if you're listening.
David, we have another project.
Brianne listens to the podcast out loud sometimes. It's fine. Maybe David will do some math for us.
He'll just get it by osmosis. Actually, Brianne, tell David.
Tell David to do the math for us and report back. So, verse 1. I find myself at your door, just like all those times before. I'm not sure how I got here. All roads, they lead me here. This idea of just like, I find myself at your door, like he didn't mean to go there. He was just out wandering around and like maybe just having a stroll and just kind of like going wherever the wind blows, and then realizing like, oh wait, fuck, I'm here. I'm at your door. I didn't consciously go here, like subconsciously I just ended up here. And also like, just like all those times before. So obviously this is not the first time that he's just shown up on her doorstep, quote unquote, accidentally. I imagine you were home. Like this idea of him just like being at her door and just be like, like, yeah, she's probably home. Like, I guess I'll knock. I imagine that you're home. Also very like kind of I almost do core in the, like, this time of night you're still up. I bet you're tired from a long, hard week. Also, like, the idea that he didn't mean to show up, so he didn't, like, check to see if she would be home or, like, he was just like, yeah, I imagine you're home in your room all alone and you open your eyes into mine. So, like, he knocks on the door. She comes. She blinks up. I guess she opened the door with her eyes closed, which I would not recommend.
No, that's a weird choice.
Yeah, maybe she was, like, looking down and, like, looked up. That's what I'm choosing to believe, because the idea of somebody opening their door with their eyes closed is simply a no from me. That I don't like that. I look at the peephole before I open the door to people I know.
Right. Like, there's no way I'm opening the door with my eyes closed. That's too vulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's so vulnerable, but it is.
No, because, like, what could be out there?
It could be anything.
It could be a clown.
It could be a bear.
It could be a man.
It could be a male bear clown.
And also, like, the way that he's imagining it is, like, she was at home alone in her room and just, like, waiting for him to show up, which, like, ew. I'm sure that she was, like, doing something. She wasn't just like, oh, I hope Gart shows up. That was an intentional Gart. I forgot about Gart. No one ever forgets the Gart Inquisition.
God. I don't know why this tickles me so much. I'm so tired. This probably why.
Such a stupid. It's because it's dumb. That's why it's so funny, because it's not funny at all.
Nothing is better to me than a dumb bit. Sounds like I'm saying it just.
It sounded like you were gonna say dumb bitch.
I
know. like you self-censor. You're like, there's nothing I love like a dumb bitch. Me. Wait, have I told you guys how psychic we've been lately?
It's crazy.
It's like crazy. So, like, first of all, I woke up in the morning and I was going to go post our memes. And then I was like, actually, I'm going to hold off. And then, like, 20 minutes later, Abby texted me with an additional meme to add. And then there's a song you had stuck in your head.
I texted the group chat and I said, which one of you had listened to Denial is a River? Because it's been stuck in my head all day.
And I went, yeah, it was on my playlist when I was taking a shower this morning. Like, I distinctly remember listening to it and going, yeah, Dochi.
So then Kat texts me and she goes, I'm testing our psychic abilities. Which tarot card did I pull? And I was only a few off. Like,
no, literally, because you guessed, like, Page or Ace of Cups, and I pulled, like, the 2 or 3 of Cups.
Yeah.
I opened the wrong thing because my apps are all moved. Also, I took a picture of the card before. It was the 10 of Cups. Okay.
Okay. Well, you know what? I got
Page,
Cups.
It goes 10 and then Page.
Oh, yeah.
So you were only one off.
I was only one off.
So that's crazy. So that's, like, where we've been at, is that our minds are melding.
For sure.
So back to the song.
So back to Gart.
Back to Gart. You open your eyes into mine and everything feels better. This idea that, like, he accidentally ended up here, and it's, like, because he was looking for comfort in some way, and he, like, as soon as she opens the door, he just, like, just making eye contact is, like, enough to just, like, fix everything. But yeah, so, like, everything feels better. Just, they look at each other and just, there's so much love between them that just, like, that eye contact just fixes so much. And then the pre-chorus, and right before your eyes, I'm breaking. So, like, again, they just locked eyes. And even though there's, like, that sense of comfort and relief of seeing each other, there's also that pain, because obviously there's a reason why they broke up. There's a reason why he, like, shouldn't have showed up. There's obviously backstory, backstory, plot stuff, et cetera. And, like, they're breaking just from the tension. Like, they haven't even spoken yet. Like, if we're just looking at the words in the song, like, they're just making eye contact and just being sad.
That's true. There's a lot of buildup in this song.
So much. No past, no reasons why. I love this idea of them just, like, looking at each other and, like, feeling all of their feelings, but being so, like, in the moment that they aren't thinking about all of the things before. They're just like, but what if, like, things could work out? Like, what if this love was enough? Just you and me. The harmonies and the melody of this part is so, I love the me.
Oh yeah, very cool.
It's so, and it's, I think it's really interesting, like, in a song that's about an on-again, off-again relationship to do, like, a vocal line like that of just, like, up and down and up and down and up and down.
No, that is really cool. It's another way that she's using the music itself to tell the story of where they are.
It's kind of like when I wrote a really shitty song about The Fault in Our Stars, and I used chords that were in Augustus's name. So it was A and G.
Okay,
and
Slay.
Like, oh no, the song was awful.
You used a U chord.
I think I used C, and I was like, oh. But the thing is, I didn't know how keys worked yet, so I was like, this sounds wrong, and I don't know why. It was because I was just going all major chords.
Blame the T chord. Always throws you off.
Blame it on the
T chord.
So the chorus. This is the last time I'm asking you this. The first time she says this in the song before saying it 20 more times. This is the last time I'm asking you this. But like this idea that this isn't the first time. And also I should mention that this part they're both singing. The first verse was just Gary. The pre-chorus and
who's Gary?
Listen, you told me to stop saying Gart.
No,
I'm following your boundaries. Gardy, I don't like that at all. I said it and then I went, nope. So the pre-chorus and the chorus are both of them singing. So it's like both of them have similar feelings towards each other, and like they've had these problems before and they've had the same argument before, and the things still haven't changed. They still haven't gotten better or worse, or like they're just the same. And like this is the last time. Like this is the final chance. Boundary setting icons. So this is the last time I'm asking you this. Put my name at the top of your list. It sucks to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't prioritize you in any way. Like, obviously, you still have friends, you still have family, you still have other, like, relationships to maintain while you're in a relationship with someone. But if you're in a romantic relationship with someone and you're trying to, like, build a life and a future with them, they have to be at least near the top of the list, if not the top spot.
Putting someone first only works if you're in their top five.
Exactly. So I think that, you know, this idea of like her just asking, and I guess he's also asking because he's harmonizing, like to be the most important person, which I mean, an on again, off again relationship, a little toxic, but you know, it's not my life. This is the last time I'm asking you why. Again, like the frustration that comes from asking the person that you love, like why they keep doing these things that hurt you and not getting a good answer. So you just keep asking, because even if they answer, you're like, that's not real. I know you're not telling the truth. Like, tell me the truth about like why you're doing this. Sucks. Especially because like if you know them really well and you know that they're like holding something back, but you like can't quite break through it.
It's we've talked for a couple weeks in a row now about asking questions because it hurts so much not knowing the answers.
Yeah. So this is the last time I'm asking you why you break my heart in the blink of an eye. Like the idea that this relationship is so unstable and like so fiery and passionate that just like a single like moment can make or break them. Mm-hmm. Toxic. Now the second verse, this is Taylor singing. You find yourself at my door just like all those times before. Like, so this is Taylor's point of view of the first verse, which like this is the moment I was like, oh my God, it's James and Betty. It's them having another argument because James keeps being the worst. But yeah, she opens the door. We knew that from the first verse. There was already a spoiler, but now we have like, she understands like why he's like, she says, you find yourself at my door. Like she knows the excuses he's going to give of like why he just showed up. She knows like what he's going to say and like what his internal monologue is because he's done this before. Mm-hmm. And this is far from the first time, but it is, if you listen to the 28 times I say it, the last time. I'm just going to say a bigger number every time.
It just keeps getting bigger. I kind of love, now that I'm thinking about it, how often they say this is the last time.
Because, like, it's so easy to say this is the last time, and
not follow through.
Exactly.
Because you love that person so much that you're like, no, now this is the last time, I swear, but it's not.
Yeah.
You keep giving them the chance because you really want it to work.
Yeah, and it hurts so much to stop trying, even though the hoping hurts so much too. Mm-hmm. So you find yourself at my door just like all those times before. You wear your best apology. What a fucking line. This idea that like his apology is a costume that he can take on and off. Like he's wearing his best apology and she knows that it's not real. Like she knows because she can see through the costume. She can see through what he's wearing into like his true intentions, which is like, he's going to do this again. He's done it before. He's going to do it again. But I was there to watch you leave. Like she's seen what is underneath the costume. She's seen what the aftermath leaves her with. Like, it doesn't matter how good his apology is. He's not going to change because he still doesn't mean it because it's not real. He's not, like, giving his best apology. He's not owning anything. Like, he's wearing his apology like a cheap suit. That is a bitch-ass move. And whatever it is he's apologizing for, she can't think about it without thinking about the pain that he caused by, like, by leaving, because like she was there to watch him leave. Like no matter how much he apologizes, he can't go back in time and unhurt her.
Right.
And all the times I let you in just for you to go again. Like she's just like, you're apologizing again for the same thing that you've done a million times, and every single time I forgive you and I let you in, and then you just leave again. You disappear. When you come back, everything is better. But like, so him showing up, even though it's like right before your eyes I'm breaking, it's also like breaking into something like more vulnerable and like new, like emerging from tough exterior kind of a thing. Of it's not necessarily like breaking your heart, even though like obviously it is, because this is on red, but like this idea that every time he comes back she's just like, oh, everything's better. Like, and that's why she keeps letting him do this, because this is a very like common cycle in toxic relationships. It's like things get bad, there's a breakup, and then there's the love bombing to get back together, and then everything feels so good, and then there's a problem and they fight and they break up, and it's just like, but those good moments, like in toxic relationships, that's why people stay in them, because the good moments feel really good.
What an incredible song. I haven't even stopped to really think about the lyrics ever.
Honestly, same.
And it's really good.
I'm glad that I haven't associated this with a breakup.
Me too.
Because I've had some breakups that I could have, actually though, as we've talked about before, I do not do the getting back with exes thing anymore.
I think that this might be in my top 5 on Red.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
It's a really good song.
Because also I think that you can really hear the emotion in just the way that they're singing, and just the way their voices work together. Like the girls who get it, and the girls who don't get it, I'm gonna create a licensure so that I can remove you from it. The pre-chorus, it starts again with and right before your eyes. And what's interesting is so the pre-chorus, even though like it's both of them singing, the first one is kind of from his point of view. And so like right before your eyes, I'm breaking. So like maybe he's like finally realized like, oh, this really could be the last time. Like I really can't keep doing this. In this pre-chorus, she says, right before your eyes, I'm aching. Like she's already been broken so many times that it's just like she can't break anymore. She's just aching. Like she's open and raw and just like hurts. No past, nowhere to hide. So like again, with this idea of them just like knowing each other so well, and she can tell when he's lying. Like, I was there to watch you leave. You wear your best apology. But like, no matter what you're saying, like I know you. Like I know there's nowhere to hide from the truth. And then the chorus happens. It's the same chorus. And then there is a little guitar solo moment. And then the bridge, which hits. This is Taylor. Okay, so this alternates between Taylor and Gary singing. And then they come back together for the final O's, which is like really cool because like the whole song, it's either been one of them singing, the other one. This is like the first time that we've had, I didn't say that on purpose, as you can tell by my little but this is like the first time that they've had something that felt conversational and not like they're not on the same page here. The rest of the song has been either like one of them having an internal monologue and then both of them like saying the same thing and kind of like agreeing. But like here we see that they're agreeing from different point of views. So she's saying, this is the last time you tell me I've got it wrong. She is sick of that gaslight special. She expresses how a situation makes her feel, and then like the classic, oh, well, that's not what I meant to do. Like, that's not how I meant to make you feel. Like, I'm sorry if you feel that way. Like the shitty apology that's not an apology and it's taking no accountability or changing behavior whatsoever. And then Gart sings, this is the last time I say it's been you all along. Okay, love bombing.
Whoa.
Like the fact that he's there and he's like, she's saying, this is the last time that you're going to tell me I've got it wrong. He's like, fine. Then this is the last time I'll say it's been you all along. Like, okay, fucking James ass bitch.
That is
James
such
move.
a
James ass
James
move.
derogatory, of course.
James derogatory, not James brother.
Absolutely not.
This is the last time I let you in my door, sung by Taylor. And again, like, he showed up to her house and she's letting him in to have this fight and to tell him, like, this is it. Like, this is your final chance. But she's still letting him in. There's still that little piece of hope. Like, that's why she's aching also maybe and not breaking, because, like, she still has that hope. Whereas he's like, oh, I'm just going to keep doing this. Like, if she's real about this being the last time, like, my heart's going to break because I'm not going to change. And then he says, this is the last time I won't hurt you anymore. So I feel like he kind of showed up here on accident, watched her open that door, and just was like, I'm hurting you so much every time I show up here. Like, every single time that I come here. So to him, it's the last time because he's like, I can't keep doing this to you. It's not fair. And she's like, this is the last time because I can't let you keep hurting me. And they kind of both, it's like not amicable, obviously, but they do end the song in harmony with both of them like agreeing this is the last time. Like, it's almost like they kind of like recognize the fact this is an unhealthy relationship and just are like, you know, we both need to stop.
Right.
And then the chorus happens again. And then the post-chorus is actually interesting because they are no longer singing in sync. Mm-hmm. They're singing the same as the chorus, but Taylor starts and then Gary is kind of echoing, Gart, if you will, is echoing behind. Sorry to use the wrong name for him. And then the outro is just both of them singing, this is the last time I'm asking you, last time I'm asking you, last time I'm asking you this. It's like the song is going to end, the relationship is going to end, but they're kind of like dragging it out a little bit by like repeating this phrase over and over again. And I just love how intense this outro is. Like the music really builds and then it kind of like cuts out and it's just the two of them, like it's very like pulled back instrumentally and it's just the two of them singing and it's so good.
Yeah, this song slaps.
This song is a banger. Like that's why I listened to it and I was just like, damn, we got to cover this.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad we did.
So my discussion question, and this is like a general one, what was something that was like the last straw for you with an ex that was like on again, off again? And I know that sounds targeted and it's not.
You know that
I was writing it and I was just like, this sounds like I'm being a bitch, but it's just a discussion.
Oh, do you have a specific idea for me?
No.
Because I know that I have an answer, but I know you do. But I also can't remember at this current time. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of like for me, I feel like I had an ex and I just kind of like realized I was just like, oh, like she doesn't like me that much. Like I just I'm embarrassing myself. And that was the last time that I ever had an on again, off again thing. That was like sophomore year of college. And I've stuck to that since.
Yeah, I can't. Anyway, reflect on that, guys.
So let us know. You can comment on Spotify or you can just like DM us because we're nosy bitches. We want to know.
True.
I want the tea.
I do want the tea. And I want to know all about you guys, honestly. It's not fair that you get to hear all about us.
I know.
And then we don't get to know about you. Hello? What?
Where's y'all's podcast?
That's true. Where is y'all's podcast? Actually, some of you guys do have podcasts, and that's cool.
And there they are.
Like Gleek of the Week, for example.
Like Gleek of the Week.
Who has since, so we interviewed them. They were our first guest. Since then, they have interviewed most of the cast of Glee. And I studied, did you see the story I sent you on Instagram?
No.
Leah Michelle was just on someone else's podcast saying that her and Darren constantly text each other about how she needs to be on Gleek of the Week podcast. Isn't
if I was Andrew, I would actually die. If I found out that like Taylor Swift was texting about this podcast.
Right.
I mean, I'd be unwell.
Right. It's wild. So Andrew, congratulations, my dude. Oh my gosh. Because he also such a hard worker.
Absolutely.
And has been so kind to us. So very deserving of all this. But I saw that and I was like, what? Because Heather Morris also follows Gleek of the Week now. Like cast members follow. That's Brittany from Glee, for those who don't know.
That's crazy.
Right? Anyway, I love that. I love when podcasts get together and do fun things. And
I love podcasts.
I love
podcasting.
That was like 3 tangents in a row. So that's where my brain is. Oops, all tangents is real.
Should I?
Oh, right. Run. I don't have too much to say about this song. It's pretty. It's a pretty song.
It is.
I'm not going to sit here and be like, the song is bad. It's not.
It's not that it's okay. I'm going to be very brave. This song is boring a little bit. If I'm listening to Red and I have a time limit on how long I'm skipping it.
Yes. But it's fun. Like listening to it while I was doing these notes, I'm like, this is pretty.
Yeah. Like I mean, Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran cannot write a bad song together.
Right.
That's proven by every other song they've ever written together, which has been good.
Yeah.
This one is also good.
This one is good. It was just interesting.
It's just not my flavor.
Yeah. And it's not mine either, which is weird because usually it would be, but I think also in the context of Red, it just doesn't quite fit. A lot of people, I'll get into this in a second, but a lot of people said that it would have belonged more on Plus. Ed Sheeran's album Plus.
Yeah, definitely.
It just fits that vibe more than it does Red. So, this is the 28th track from the vault on Red Taylor's version. It was
fucking crazy.
I know.
Track 28. That's my age.
That's about to be my age next month. It was written by Taylor and Ed Sheeran, and it was produced by Taylor and Aaron Dessner, which that shows. That makes sense. This is the first song that Taylor and Ed wrote together on the day they met in 2012.
That's crazy.
Imagine, hi, nice to meet you, and then you just write a really good song.
That would be incredible.
Of course, like, Taylor and Ed are both, like, absolutely bonkers bananas musicians, so it makes sense.
But also, like, sometimes songwriters, like, don't gel.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that they met and just instantly were like, yes, the vibes are vibing.
Their friendship is so important to me.
I love their friendship.
I love that for them.
Did you see, I know Brienne sent, like, a million of the screenshots of, like, the Teddy's old phone account on Instagram. Yes. It's so cute.
Yeah. We stan Ed.
We do.
We love. So apparently they wrote Everything Has Changed a week later. And Ed thought for sure that Run was going to be the one to make the original album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was like, I love this song. It's great. It's awesome. And then Everything Has Changed went on. And he was like, okay, that's cool too. Because I just imagine Ed Sheeran to just sort of roll with the punches no matter what.
Yeah.
That's
He's
the
just
kind of
out
guy.
here vibing.
I think if I could run into any celebrity just like at a bar, that he would be my choice.
Oh my God, like when he was just like popping up at bars and like playing his little shows, when he just popped up at a random bar in Nashville with Noah Kahan and they played fucking like a bunch of shit. Like, what do you mean?
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
I love that.
That's what I would do if I was famous. I'd just be like, yo, like Ed Sheeran is just like a regular guy who just happens to be like incredibly famous and talented.
Yeah. And he doesn't
that's what's so great about him.
He doesn't
like,
use a phone.
Okay, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton famously does not have a phone. You have to fax her if you want to get in contact with her.
Oh, excellent.
I love that for her.
But yeah, so in conclusion, we love Ed Sheeran.
We do.
Overall, this song seems to be about falling madly in love with someone and being faced with them having to move away or be separated from them somehow, I think. Maybe, probably. The way that I picture and interpret the song is like high school sweethearts where they're going off to college. And it's like, oh, maybe we should just run away together instead. But then they don't, ultimately.
Yeah.
Critical reception. I didn't dig too deep to find what people thought about this song. However, I did go on Reddit.
As you do. That's critical.
It is. And I found some fun comments. Kendra Alicia, shout out to you because this made me chuckle. This made me tee-hee. This is like I know places if they both knew places. Thank you, Kendra. Period said, this is very sweet. I feel like skipping around the lawn at an English tea party listening to this. And then a deleted user said this is the lighthearted version of Getaway Car, which I was confused by until I thought about it critically for about 10 seconds, and then I got it.
I'm going to be so real. The only part of the song that I know is the chorus.
That's so fair. It might come back to you. It might.
I did listen to it like yesterday, but it's
fine. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, at this current moment in time, all I remember is the chorus as well.
Valid.
Personal connections. I wrote, produced, and put out a song called Run, available on all streaming services.
That's true.
So basically,
and you put it out before Red TV.
I did.
So, yeah. I mean, they weren't inspired by you because they wrote the song 10 years ago.
That's fair.
In their souls.
But I wasn't inspired by them because I didn't know their song. So I think that means that we have a connection, me, Ed, and Taylor, the three of us.
If Taylor drew a card right now.
My song has an exclamation point at the end.
That's true.
So a la slut or Florida, perhaps.
Florida.
It would be in our punctuation episode, but we're not in the punctuation episode. Anyway, if you guys want to hear the song, if I could redo it, because I recorded it in my closet on a day when I was getting over from a cold for some reason.
It's still a banger.
Thank you. I would re-record it if I felt like doing so, and I just haven't yet. But anyway, that's out there. Let's get into the lyrics, shall we?
We shall.
So, first verse. Give me the keys. I'll bring the car back around. We shouldn't be in this town. So this is where comparisons to Getaway Car begin. Also, I know places. And I'd also like to throw in Exile with the We Shouldn't Be in This Town. And my so-called friends, they don't know I'd drive away before I let you go. So the people, so-called friends is also used in 'Tis the Damn Season on Evermore.
Yeah.
But then also the people in her life, her friends, they don't understand that she would literally run away from everything to be with this person because she loves them or because he loves her, whatever.
Because the love.
Because the love. Pronouns in this song are silly because they're both singing kind of always.
The pronouns are just vibes.
Exactly. So give me a reason and don't say no, no. In Hoax, stood on the cliffside screaming, give me a reason. And in Champagne Problems, I couldn't give a reason. Both devastating.
Yeah.
So her, once again, begging for a reason. I think that this is asking, like her asking him or him asking her to go, like to run away together and give the relationship a chance instead of doing whatever else they're doing. I feel like, am I missing something? I don't know what the song is really about.
I feel like it's just like them daydreaming about running away. It's kind of giving Sing Street a little bit.
Oh my God, Sing Street. We just rewatched that movie.
We just rewatched it. Banger of a movie.
It's a great
like
movie.
A cute little fun like 80s movie, 80s style movie. I think it's a more modern one.
It was made in 2016.
But it's very fun and there's like very fun music in it. You got to suspend your disbelief and have a sense of whimsy to enjoy it. But I personally bring my sense of whimsy with me everywhere. So I was in.
And if you don't have a sense of whimsy, store-bought is fine.
Exactly.
So the pre-chorus, which the way Genius labeled each of these is it'll say pre-chorus, Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift. And I'm like, we get it. They sing together.
Well, no, they do like one's italics to show that it's...
I know. I just thought it was funny.
It is funny.
I was like, I know who sings this. Anyway.
They got to put the key everywhere.
Yeah. There's a chain round your throat. I feel like classic Ed Sheeran using the technical body part instead of saying neck.
Yeah.
Like, put your faith in my stomach.
Exactly. It's like, I feel like both of them do this in their songwriting where they take something that's normal, like a necklace, and just reword it in a way that makes it feel like this big, like fantastical thing.
Right.
I think that's something they're both really good at. So I love that it's in this song.
Yeah, I feel like most of the song is about this freaking necklace. I can't tell actually, and I'll get further into that because that's the bit that I've created. But
Incredible.
However,
Incredible.
the idea of like, in general, when you think about I have a chain around my throat, like that feels very like constricting to me.
Yeah.
But,
and this is when chokers were big.
Oh, true. But this is used in a romantic context. So I just think that line is kind of interesting. I'd like to wear his initial on a chain around my neck. And also, You Are in Love and Out of the Woods have lyrics about necklaces, your necklace hanging from your neck, which when we covered Out of the Woods, did I mention how I think that's kind of dumb that she says neck twice in one line?
I don't know if you did, but it is kind of your necklace hanging from my neck. Yeah.
Like what? Okay. Anyway.
Well, because she already put chain in this song.
That's true. She couldn't say chain twice, so she said neck twice instead.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of paper where I wrote, I'll wait for you. This is very photograph core by Ed Sheeran.
Very
Ed Sheeran's song, Photograph.
Keep this love in a photograph.
Yeah. Oh, I just wrote talk about my locket. I'm like, what? I'm asking myself to talk about my locket. Okay, got it. I'm in. So I have a locket. I'm not wearing it today because I didn't do this research until I was already out of the house. Haha. But I have this locket. It looks like a book. And then you can open the book. And on the inside, there's a little scroll. And you remove the scroll. And it says, write it down how you got here, which is a quote from Turtles All the Way Down, which is my favorite book.
Cute.
And it's one of my favorite pieces of jewelry that I own.
I also have a book locket.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's in it.
I love everything about it. I love that it's interactive. I love that it's meaningful. I love that there's a little scroll. I love all of it. There's a rose carved in on the front of the book too, so it's kind of Beauty and the Beast
so
score.
Cool.
Amazing. That was a Christmas gift for my mom. We stand.
Love a locket.
We do love a locket.
I had a locket. I remember when I was like little. I know I was in 4th grade because I put like a picture of me and my best friend in it, and now I'm like, that was a little gay. Obviously, she was a girl.
Well, and it wasn't me.
It was not you.
There's a key on the chain. There's a picture in a frame. So here's where things start to get confusing for me, because they just talked about a chain as in a necklace. So saying there's a key on the chain, is this necklace, is it part key, part locket? Is it a statement
I'm thinking of
necklace?
like a multiple charms kind of a vibe.
Okay.
Which like actually like I have a little like necklace that's like a little key from Tiffany's that I got for my 16th birthday, and I have it on the same chain as like a little birthstone thing of mine. So I feel like, and especially during this time, like this was the time of having just like charm necklaces that weren't like now's charms where like they're intentionally like spaced out. Like it was just put a bunch of charms on a necklace, wear it.
Right.
Like that was the vibe.
Okay. And it could have been 2012. I feel like it was
I'm thinking like they
vibe.
just literally like they're wearing this locket and they're like, I don't have pockets. They put their
right. Well, because I feel like it could be a chain, because, okay, so we know that there's a chain, there's a piece of paper, but that could be in a locket. But there's also a picture in a frame, but that could also be in a locket. And there's also a key on a chain, and that could be next to the locket. Or she could be talking about car keys and keychains.
True. And
there's a picture in a frame, could be like a picture on a dresser. Like we could have moved away from the necklace, but I'm still on the necklace.
I'm still there.
I'm still there. Dust collecting on my statement necklace.
Incredible. Incredible. Plot twist. The chain is actually a keychain, and she's just for some reason wearing it around her throat.
Could be.
Who's to say?
Well, the other fun thing, it's not really that fun, but in All Too Well,
You're like a fun thing. Devastating song.
All Too Well, who has Sadie Sink in it. And did you guys know that we met Sadie
Fun
Sink?
fact, we met Sadie Sink.
Sorry, I'm gonna mention that until the end of the
Did
time.
you see her Met Gala look?
I did. It was
She
gorgeous. Slayed.
Love the Met Gala.
Slady Sink. So in All Too Well, she says like tossing the car keys. Nope, tossing me the car keys.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Right, keychain on the ground. So she mentions keys, and then she also mentions picture in a frame. Oh, you held my lifeless frame happens later.
Yeah.
And there's pictures in a book. So I don't know. Genius pointed out the parallels there. I think that's a pretty weak connection. However, it's on the same album, so I'm mentioning it anyway.
Fair enough.
The other reason that it could be talking about a keychain on car keys is because of the whole first line being, let's drive, like, get the car, give me the keys. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Take it with you. Say you'll remember me. So, take the necklace, the key, the picture. If those things are all the same, then cool. If they're different things, take them all. Then we get to the chorus. And run like you'd run from the law. So,
we all know what that's like.
Classic running away from the police.
Classic running from the law.
Run away with me with the same urgency as you would like if the cops were chasing us. As if the consequence of being caught is being arrested or like trapped. Like that's like run away with me like that.
Like it's our only choice.
Right. Which kind of reminds me of Love Story. I don't know.
It is very Romeo and Juliet core.
Yeah.
Of like, we can't stay here and be together, so we'd have to run.
Right. Also, Ed mentioned, it feels weird just calling him Ed. I feel like you have to Ed Sheeran him. You know what I mean? Anyway.
He's a first last.
He is a first last. He mentions running away from the law in Castle on the Hill. And in Hits Different, Taylor says skip town like an asshole outlaw. There's also in Getaway Car, that whole thing, and like
the entire
Jet Set,
thing
Bonnie and
being
Clyde.
about running from the law.
Yeah.
The law of it all.
Darling, Let's Run. That lyric was teased by Taylor a month before release. Run from it all. We can go where our eyes can take us. Go where no one else is. Run. Ooh, we'll run. Ooh, we'll run. Ooh, we'll run.
Ooh.
For the last time now. We'll run. I'm kidding.
This is the last time we'll run.
There's a lot of repetition in these songs. Repetition is the key to remembering things.
That's why I only remember part of the chorus.
Right. Okay. But also the ooh, that's a very pretty little melody they've got. So in Wildest Dreams, let's get out of this town, drive out of this city, away from the crowds. Also, I Know Places. In Ed Sheeran's song Nina, we could go anywhere our minds take us. But I think it's interesting how it's where our eyes can take us. Like they can only go as far as the eye can see. They can't go any farther than that. I'm a little confused by this.
Well, it's kind of saying that like they can go wherever they want because they can see. So anywhere that they go, they're gonna be able to see. I don't know, unless they like lose their glasses. I guess.
I guess.
Like that Twilight Zone episode with the guy at the end of the world with all the books and his glasses break.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Okay, it came out like 50 years ago.
So you laugh like a child, and I'll sing like no one cares. It's that freedom in being with someone you're totally comfortable with. No one to be and no one to tell. Like, that would be a really appealing thing for two people like Taylor and Ed Sheeran who are constantly scrutinized. I mean, I guess Ed less so, but still to an extent. I mean,
yeah,
paparazzi's horrible.
Also, like, this is at the time where Ed's career was really starting to blow up. So I feel like this is when he was starting to, like, be under the scrutiny and everything.
Yeah, and he's also talked about, like, you need me, I don't need you, and all the times where he's been asked to be a certain way, and he's just like, actually, no, I won't.
Yeah. But then also the way that he still struggled with fame a lot. I mean, when we covered Multiply, we talked about it a lot. And Divide, same thing. Like, Save Myself from Divide. Oof.
Yeah. I could see this view 100 times. Pale blue sky reflected in your eyes. So give me a reason and don't say no.
When you have blue eyes.
When hi, Jelly Bean. I literally, the amount of times Taylor mentions blue eyes, except I went, okay, first of all, very pretty lyric. Second of all, I went on a whole journey. Sometimes when I write these notes, I start a sentence, I realize I'm wrong, and I just continue the sentence and process it in real time.
Valid.
So I was like, I love that we get another blue eye reference, except in this one, it's the reflection is blue, not the eyes themselves. But also, wait, no, I'm wrong. The only way the blue sky could be reflected is if the eyes are also blue, right?
Yeah.
You can't have a blue sky reflected in brown eyes, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Can you see a color in the reflection of your eyes ever?
I don't. You know, that's a question that I've never asked myself.
Right.
Wait, where's the little... Oh, ha. Here we go. All right, let's test it. Can you see the green reflected in my eyes? I can't see it on yours. It just looks like...
It's just eye color.
It's just eye. Okay,
Yeah.
So
So Taylor, we've debunked this.
Debunked.
I know that there's been a lot of speculation about whether or not this is scientifically
live
accurate.
on the pod, we debunked. We don't even need to consult David.
David,
for
I love
for a STEM question.
I love we started with stats and now we're just like any experiment.
We're just like
anything.
STEM.
And the note from the locket, you keep it in your pocket since I gave it to you. I wrote, wait, is this a different statement jewelry piece? I can't tell. I
feel like it's the same one, probably. But I like the idea that she got the locket and she was like, oh, this note, so cute. I'm going to put something else in here. And then she puts in like a picture of her cat.
Right. Well, there is a picture in the frame.
But it's not in the locket.
Yeah. So there's a locket and a note and a pocket and a key and a frame and a picture and the ocean.
It was
or the sky.
Colonel Mustard in the library with the locket on a chain.
Yeah. This
Wait, Swiftie
necklace.
clues, but it's just all of the random fucking objects that are in the song.
Especially this song. This song really just throws stuff around. I wonder, she should make merch that's just like this crazy necklace.
There it was merch.
Really?
Wait, there was. I didn't know you didn't know
I feel like I
there
can
is a
picture it.
canonical. Let me Google this run Taylor Swift locket.
Okay, well that makes me feel better then. Never mind. Disregard.
It's ugly.
Well, I might imagine so based on how much needs to be on it. Oh. You know what?
It kind of is giving Twilight. And then it just says Taylor Swift.
That is kind of ugly.
And then on the inside it says "Will Run," which is cute.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's in the red TV font, which is just like a very basic sans serif. It worked for the All Too Well.
You know, I don't love it, but I respect it. So.
Well, if you want it, it's on eBay for $55.
No, thank you.
Wait, and the way that the top Reddit result is the run lyrics confuse me about the necklace.
Reddit gets me.
Oh, wait, this person says they think it's a locket with a key engraved on it.
Oh. Is it the secret garden key?
Egad.
We're just going to keep adding to this necklace.
Swanky Swiftie.
Okay, Swanky Swiftie.
Is the one who said all this, but it just doesn't make any sense.
I want to know what y'all think is on this necklace. There's also a note in a pocket referenced in Sad, Beautiful, Tragic and in Photograph.
Oh, I always forget about Sad, Beautiful, Tragic because it's so sad and beautiful and tragic. Long handwritten note deep in your pocket. Words, how little they mean when you're a little too late.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's this band called Wild Child I was really obsessed with in college, and they have a song called Winter Pockets, and it's this random, it's like a minute-long song, but it's about wearing your winter coat and finding a note that like someone you dated last winter left in your pocket, but you never read it until now.
Oh.
Really good song. Well, if you like this particular style of music, I love Wild Child. Anyway, shout out to them. I got to see them in concert once. It was very fun.
Slay.
There's a heart on your sleeve. I'll take it when I leave. So first of all, there's a heart on your sleeve after saying like there's a key on a chain, there's a chain on my neck, there's a whatever. There's a heart on your sleeve. Like I have.
Is it all a metaphor?
It could be, but also just like I am literally with you. Like or there's a heart on your sleeve. Like we're being really open with each other right now.
Yeah.
So I like that way that she's continuing. I don't know. I don't have words right now.
Yeah, it's like it's another thing that's like wearing your heart on your sleeve is another like cliche, but it's like just slightly flipped.
Right.
It also reminds me of how when I was in college, I had my go-to jean jacket. I embroidered a little heart on the sleeve.
That's cute. That's really cute.
It was very, it was camp.
I love that.
I did that and then I was extremely emotionally closed off.
But also her saying, I'll take it when I leave is like this whole song. She's like, please, let's run away together. But it's when I leave. I'm like, what are you talking about then?
And yeah, I like your theory that this is like a couple that's like going away to college or something where they're just like, we have to like it's long distance or whatever, but like we could just run away.
Yeah. That's the only way that I can make the song make sense in my head, but I'd be curious to see what other interpretations there are. The chorus is the same, and then the bridge is just, there's been this hole in my heart. This thing was a shot in the dark, which we never had a shotgun shot in the dark and hit you like a shotgun shot through the heart from Getaway Car.
Yeah. So it's very Getaway Car code.
It is. And then say you'll never let him tear us apart. So Say Don't Go also has a line about a shot in the dark. I don't remember what it is, but yeah.
Yeah.
And in conclusion,
run.
Let's run. And then they don't.
But I feel like it's just that idea of like when you're with, especially like long distance relationships. I mean, I've only been in one. It didn't work out because I'm a lesbian. And it was a man. Anyways, there is something like so sweet about like being in a long distance relationship and just being like, what if instead of like you going back home, what if we just both ran away, so
right?
That, like we both make a new home together. Like it's a very romantic idea, but also the song is kind of nonsense. But like,
yeah,
the vibes.
My discussion question: what statement jewelry piece do you swear by?
Well, I have this daisy ring that I wear like every day. I got it for myself as a pub present. And I feel like it's a statement piece.
I like it.
It's a little silver and gold because I like wearing both. So then now my rings work with both.
Nice. I have a ring too. I'm not wearing any of my rings right now. Ever since my colada broke, because that happened live on the pod a few weeks ago. I think I cut that bit out, but it did happen. I took all my rings off in solidarity. And I have one that's like, it's chonky and it goes on my middle finger here and it's like a spiral. It's I don't know. I just really like it. So that's mine.
I like that both of us chose rings.
Right.
I do also have like I wear this a lot less often, but I have this piece of like, I think it's just some sort of like costume jewelry, like nickel painted gold kind of a thing. It's from my great aunt. Like I got all her jewelry when she passed away, and it's got these really cool like floral designs on the outside. And then when you open it, it used to like have a mechanism that would make this little clock pop up, but then I wore it a lot in high school and I broke it because I would just open it and close it when I was bored in class because I had undiagnosed ADHD and I would just fidget with all my jewelry all the time. So it was really cool though, because like, I mean, and the clock is still in there so I can like manually put it up. The clock doesn't work because it ticks really fucking loud and annoyed me, so I let it run out of juice and I haven't wound it up again. But it's like pretty big, and usually like my aunt had it on like a long chain, but recently I put it on like a shorter chain, and I don't know, I'm kind of vibing with it.
Okay. I like it.
It's got daisies on it, which I like didn't realize until like a couple months ago, and then I was just like, damn.
You and daisies is like me with roses.
No, exactly. They follow me.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah. And wherever you are, say congratulations, Abby. You're an icon. You're amazing. Just say it out loud and she'll feel it.
I will actually. I need the vibes. I don't walk until well, it's a week from tomorrow as of today, but when this drops, it'll be the upcoming Friday. This is all nonsense. But anyway.
She graduates May 16th.
Thank you. That's a better way to put it. And I got all my attire today, so.
Regalia.
My regalia. And
this little outfit.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all your support from near and far, wherever you are.
Near, far,
exactly. I still have to see Titanic.
I like that you haven't heard that song and you literally just quoted it perfectly.
I have heard that song.
Okay, wait.
I was quoting the song.
Oh, was it Ari who hasn't heard it?
She hasn't heard it.
Okay, that's why I got confused because I went to Orly Gartland with 2 bitches who have never seen Titanic.
Okay, fair.
Sorry that I got you and Ari neither of you have watched the movie, but Ari also does not know My Heart Will Go On, which was a wild thing to discover.
That is wild.
We were like freezing our asses off waiting for Orla to come out, and I'm just like, what do you mean? Because also Abby was hugging me from behind.
I was for warmth.
That's why we were singing.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right.
And then Ari was just like, what are you doing? We're like, Titanic. She's like, I haven't seen Titanic. I was like, me neither, but I know the song.
The 3 of us as a unit was really iconic.
It was a good vibe for concerts.
Yeah. So
it'll be fun when we go to Post Animal.
I'm so excited for Post Animal. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be cool about it. I'm gonna be so
I've
cool.
Started listening to them more. Mm-hmm. I'm vibing with wait, what's the song that's like, it's true, I try to know every corner.
Oh, that's the new song that just came out.
Yeah, I fucking love
Goodbye.
it. It's a very
so
good. I love that little.
Yeah.
It's a very fun melody line.
Oh yeah, there's so many. There's so many songs I could talk about that for a while, but I won't.
We're not going to talk about that on my Taylor Swift podcast. La la la.
Ha ha ha. So anyway,
we haven't quoted that in a while. Wow,
it has been a minute,
but we brought it back.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
For your consideration, because this is a celebratory day. It's a celebratory
And I just want to say Abby hit the button. I did not hit the button.
I did hit the button this time, which is a first for me. And for those who just joined, we have a dance break when we play this song. So everyone dance. Wait. Okay. You had to break for dog. But anyway, we play this jingle, then we have a dance break. Everyone dance now.
It's like random dancing from iCarly. Oh my God, remember that?
iCarly. Are we iCarly? Hold on, we're still going.
Oh yeah, there's another 20 seconds.
Yep, it's the song that keeps on giving. Since my hint song for last week is similar, except I'm gonna choose Going Through the Motions from Once More Feeling episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, just to keep things fun and chill. And also, if you watched Buffy, wasn't that musical episode so good?
And that's
Swiftlore Podcast.
And that's, yeah.
If you want more of this, because this just was not enough for you, you can go on our Instagram at Swiftlore Pod.
And our TikTok at Swiftlore Pod.
We also have a Patreon where we post clips that I cut out because they're, I don't know, for various reasons, and put those up. We also have a group chat. We've got all kinds of things,
cool
episode notes.
Posters and stuff. You get episode notes. Actually, when this comes out, we'll have just done first live stream of May. We might do 2. Or no. Are we doing? Oh no, we're just doing 1.
We're doing a live stream this weekend, which will already have passed by the time this episode comes out.
But if you join, we might put the recording of the live stream up. We're gonna be doing a table read style of our first episode of the sitcom that we wrote. That's actually the reason why this podcast exists, because we wrote a bit in the sitcom where they were we should start a podcast, and then I said that bit to Abby too early in the morning, and she didn't remember that it was a bit.
And the thing about me is I should
start a podcast, and now here we are.
And here we are a year and a half later. And then we had another idea suggested by September, one of our Swiftest tier patrons, which was for us to try to eliminate one song off of each of Taylor's albums.
Yeah. There was a clip going around that's from a different podcast, and some of their opinions were interesting. I haven't even thought about it yet, so I feel and I kind of don't want to think about it. I kind of want to try to work through it live on the pod, or not on the pod. It'll be on the
I'm
live
not
stream.
thinking about it at all. So we're gonna do that too at some point, and it'll be great. So join the Patreon. We've got some stuff there, and it also helps, to make our podcast better, because we've been using it to do things for the pod and also donating the money to charities and stuff. So all around good causes. And yeah, that's all she wrote.
Did you say the Swiftest tier names?
Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, so our Swiftest tier patrons are Bethany M. September, Ashley, Liam, and Chelsea. And Chelsea, hopefully you have received your stuff by now. We are sending out your stuff. Thank you for being with us for 2 months.
Yes, I printed it out. It all turned out very nice because I had just put new printer ink in, so it's very cute.
Excellent. So yeah, thank you for being here. We love you.
Crispy high five.
Let's crispy high five it. Boo.
Boom.
Bye.
Bye.